Here we go.
I fall in love with myself, and I want someone to share it with me.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Rise and shine, sleepyhead. Morning, y'all. Right now, I am heading into work, and it's a heavy traffic day. Slow morning. And I try to make the best of my mornings. Like, I am definitely the annoying person who I know for sure now that I commute into work every day that I truly am a morning person. I look forward to sitting in my car in traffic and playing a podcast or watching like an artist talk, like like one of those conference panels, and they put the video on YouTube. Yeah, I it's me. I'm the view count. Or just like sitting in my car and thinking and brainstorming and thinking out loud and talking to myself. These days, as I am devoting my all into my work and into my job, and I'm happy to, I have to be able to find pockets of time that I can bring back into my practice, right? I have to find pockets of time where this is for me, okay? I gave y'all 7 hours. This 1 hour at lunchtime is mine, or the hour that it takes for me to commute into work is mine, or an hour in the evening that I have when I get home is mine. And so that's kind of like how I've been able to kind of like work around this season. And I wish I could do more. I definitely wish I could do more because I have a lot on my head. I have a deadline. Not really a deadline, but I am part of a program, and I wasn't able to give much of my time because of this season I'm navigating. And yes, I'm planning events. I'm planning a program in the fall. I have to prepare for an exhibition. Hey, Jesus. This is my first time talking about it out loud. I have to prepare for an exhibition. I'm hosting a collaborative weekend retreat situation. I'm gonna start hosting monthly networking events. And so where's the plan? Where's the creative brief? Ain't no creative brief, friend. We're vibing. And so to bring it back to my main point, these little pockets of time that I get to myself is literally when I have a second to think and to like give myself a to-do list or brain dump or brainstorm ideas and just like really make the most of that time. But I was just thinking about so last night I was up a little late. Well, actually all of yesterday, I've been like trying to figure out how to rebrand everything that I'm doing. I know. I promise you this is the last and final iteration. Or I don't promise you that it's the last final iteration because I'm allowed to change my mind. I'm allowed to move in whatever direction I feel like moving. And I've given myself that permission. So I don't need your lip, okay? But truly, I am re-strategizing and thinking about how to merge unabridged media and the artist incubator. A couple things. These are conversations that I'm having in the background with my mentors that I'm having in the program that I am. They mentor you and they really help you bring your vision to life. And for some time I've been saying I don't know that I love the title the artist incubator. Like I want it to be more of a creative space, especially with where I am in my city. Incubator can be taken the wrong way. It's just I don't like that I'm overthinking it. I don't like that it doesn't feel natural. I don't like that it's misunderstood. And in my brain, I'm like, I named the thing an artist incubator. What is an incubator? It's a startup incubator, but for artists. Like, it's clear. And so I'm like, why are folks struggling with that? And so that gets me caught up in my practice because, like, I have a marketing brain and I try my best to be as clear as possible, and people are still not getting it. And so I'm like, girl, what did I do wrong? Okay, everybody stop, And then when it comes to unabridged media, I am pivoting. I am not doing photography anymore. I'm not offering videography services anymore. I do not want to do that anymore. That doesn't speak to me. And I'm allowed to change my mind, and I'm allowed to say, actually I'm in the season where I would love to keep pouring into others, but in a different capacity. So I would love to continue in like a director role, in a creative director role, definitely branding and strategizing. Like I really want people to, it's gonna sound weird, but like I really want people to take advantage of my brain. Like I'm brilliant. I'm brilliant, and I come up with really good ideas, and I'm able to, it's good to have like somebody to bounce your ideas off of. Like when you're so close to your practice, you get caught up. You just get caught up in it. And so it's nice to like have somebody to talk to, like, okay, this is what I'm doing. These are the things that I want to get into. What are some ways that I can like create content or strategize, or themes that I can work on, or branding? Like that is my bag. If you are interested in that, please book a consultation with me. That is literally my pocket. I am really, really, really good at idea generation. Like I'm definitely like an artist version, the artistic version of ChatGPT. I got you. I like that, actually. Like I really am. Like I can come up with ideas on the spot. Because again, when you are so deep into your work, you're just like, I think I'm doing this, or I think I'm doing that. So it's like nice to just have a fresh perspective of like what is actually possible here. And so that's what I'm pivoting into. I want to do consulting work. I want to help people with branding. I want to help with content strategy. It's still marketing, right? Marketing is in the heart of my work, but we're merging the two things. It's not Unabridged over here, artist incubators over there. They both work together, especially now that I really want to keep pouring into artists. I really want to get into professional development and hosting workshops, hosting networking events. I'm hosting the retreat. I want to host travel groups. I want to host like exhibitions. You see how it all works together. Why have I always had two different buckets in my head? Well, Unabridged was here first. I started Artist Incubator last year because of a grant that I got. And so I was like, what am I going to call it? Okay, I'm going to call it this. And so now it's like, oh shoot, they work together, and the things that I was doing over there, I don't really do that anymore. Let's bring everything together into one beautiful thing. So that's what I'm thinking about right now. How to move, how to re-strategize, how to rebrand, and going back to the reality of work and responsibilities. I wish I had the time to sit and think. I missed the seasons and the times of my life where all I had was time to think. I was working remotely, also later in the day, so I could afford to pull a late nighter and, you know, fully use my brain and wake up in the morning and do all the things. I was thinking that because, you know, yesterday I'm brainstorming this rebrand, and I did it during my lunch break, and the time just flew by, and I'm like, okay, cool, I'll just do it when I get home. But then it's like life happens when you get home. Other things happen. And so last night I barely had like an hour to brainstorm again before I had to go to bed, because I have to wake up early in the morning. 7 o'clock, I gotta get out of the house. And so what other time do I have? Sitting in this car. I'm sitting again, I'm brainstorming. I'm like, okay, let me see. And then this is what we offer. We offer these. This is what our tagline could be. Like, these are the pockets of time that I'm able to steal to pour into my creative practice. And that's what this season is looking like. And I was just now sitting and I'm thinking, and I'm like, it's so important to give your brain the time to think. Our brains, literally, their primary function is to generate ideas. And we limit ourselves. And I'm very frustrated with this thing, because I'm like, why am I just not getting it? Like, things have come to me easier in the past. Why is this just not clicking? Like, what am I not doing? And it's like, girl, you've had 1 hour during your lunch break and 1 hour last night to think about this. You could have possibly have come up with a whole new concept in just 2 hours. In the past, it's taken me like maybe like 6 p.m. to 4 a.m. 6 p.m. to midnight doing research and like really gathering information. Midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, girl, I'm flying. Not literally, Balugo. not literally flying. Oh my gosh, I can't be serious for nothing. But like I'm taking off. Like once you give yourself a couple of hours to build up that momentum, then I enter my creative flow, and I'm like, here's the branding, here are the colors, website is updated, here's the language, I have my documents, I have my process docs, like I have everything ready to go, because I've given myself 10 hours to think about this thing and to pour into it, versus these 2 hours that I'm like, okay, Lynn, give me something brilliant, and it's like, girl, I got nothing for you. I gave you an hour. I had to go to bed, wake up to go to work, and then today during my lunch break again, we're gonna brainstorm again. And so I'm in a different season, and I'm realizing that I've done this a million times before. I was counting all of the times that I've named something, or at least had a creative concept for something. I've done it at least over 8 times for myself and for other people, helping them with their creative strategy. Even 2 days ago, I had a call with a friend, and just like kind of sharing that, hey, just so y'all know, I offer consulting services now. And I chatted with her, and I'm like, I'm helping her with her brand as an author and a writer. Like, this comes so naturally to me, this feels so good, but when am I gonna have the second to really think about it and pour into it? So yeah, that's what's on my mind right now. I'm navigating a season where my availability has shifted a bit. I'm grateful for the previous season. I'm grateful for this season. I don't know. I'm grateful for every season of my life, because I always came out with something on the other side. But how can I become one with my practice, even as I'm navigating changing seasons? Like, how can I remain one with my practice, that even if I'm working a full-time job, I still find pockets of time to pour into my craft? Even when I'm doing this, I can still do that. Like, that's what I'm uncovering for myself. And as I said, it looks different in different seasons. And so if you're navigating a season of your life where you're like, girl, I'm working full-time, I got them kids, I got da-da-da, I got da-da-da, but did you give yourself 30 minutes once this week? That's all you need. And even, my cohort in Assets for Artists, I love my people. They've just been able to pour into me that way. I have, there are other artists in the cohort who are like, at the top of the year, I'm taking a gap year right now with work, and I'm just pouring into my artistry. There are people that are like, I'm working full time, but I have this, or they're able to work remotely and create. And it feels like every time I get on those calls, I'm like, child, I be working. But I work in a museum, so I'm constantly inspired by art and art programming. So I'm learning a lot, right? I'm doing research. I don't have as much time to sit and pour and strategize, but I have my lunch break and I have an hour after work. And so this is me becoming one with my practice. This is me finding different ways to still keep my practice alive, even as I have to get a job to pay them bills and to survive. Like, life will not wait for you. Life will not wait for me to have a sold out exhibition to be like, okay, girl, okay, now we're coming to collect. Okay, life will not wait for me to sell out my prints and to have a sold out event, sold out exhibition, all of these situations to come and collecting. And so how do we work around that? How do we make space for that, so that we're not living in guilt and shame, or even overwhelm and executive dysfunction? That's me. Like, the overthinking, it leads to nothing. When I overthink, it leads to nothing, and that steals time from me. I made a TikTok about how overthinking steals your time, and I've been really good about calling it out. Not calling it out, but like noticing it and then calling it out. What is it, like? Yeah, whatever that word is. But like, I clock it and I'm like, oh, you're doing it again. Let's shift. Let's move. But even with this, like, I don't want to overthink about the fact that, oh my gosh, I don't have as much time as I used to. And then I'm pouting. And then, girl, now I'm sad. And like, shoot, do I really want this job? Do I want this? What do I want to do? Oh my gosh, life is so hard, girl. Hush. And get your work done. That's it. That's all. And so how that looks like for me right now as an artist working a full-time job with very long days and a very long commute, what that looks like for me right now is during the weekday, heading into work is my time for me. I leave home with just enough time that I'm never in a rush. I can sit in traffic and my mind is at ease. My heart is at peace because I'm not overwhelming myself. I'm not starting my day off all frantic, right? I'm talking to you as I just got through traffic and I'm like maybe 10 minutes from my job. I'm chilling because I gave myself enough time to be able to like ease my way into my day, even accounting for traffic. That looks like while I'm driving into work, praying, talking to God, brainstorming, strategizing, talking to myself in the car to start getting my ideas going. That is really helpful for me. This is the only time that I have. I will fully use it. Sitting in my car, thinking and brainstorming. Okay? Another way that looks, and a way that I write down my ideas is I will actually create, like in the notes app, I just do like the audio writing, whatever, and I just have it, and then I'm like, new line, message so-and-so, new line, finalized draft for September event, new line. Like I do that all day, and it helps me, like an initial brain dump in the morning and then strategizing. So that's my morning. And then at lunchtime, it depends. My lunchtime is mine. It's my earned time. And I can either keep brainstorming, or it could be like find inspiration, or it can be like just take a brain break. It's one of those. It's, are we actually brainstorming or are we just taking a brain break? So if I need to strategize on something, then I will take that time to do that. If I need to just take a breather because it's been a long day and I'm overwhelmed, then let's do that as well. I was gonna say that I'm not of like, oh, be present during your lunch break and go out to eat or whatever. I'm just like, this is my earned time and I have things to do. I'm important to my thing. That's how I see it. Like, I don't care about that. Whatever the way that people typically look at lunch breaks, for me, I'm like, I got things to do, okay? But if you are the type that likes to enjoy your lunch break, do that. Enjoy it. Have a good time. It's whatever it means to you. Like, I can't dictate what it means to you, right? So there's that. And then that's lunch. After work, heading home, I usually have a podcast on. Trevor Noah is always in the car with me when I'm heading home. For some reason, I always listen to What Now when I'm heading home, because like when I take the train in the fall and in the winter, I also play What Now. So maybe it's just like a thing that like now I listen to What Now when I'm heading home. So I have the Trevor Noah podcast, or like another creative podcast that's just like I'm getting inspired, I'm listening to amazing conversations, or I'm on the phone with a friend, you know. But that's also my time, right, to kind of like ease my way back into my afternoon. It helps me breeze through traffic, so I'm not sitting here like, oh my gosh, traffic was so It's like, oh, actually it wasn't too bad because I had a podcast, I was listening to music, I was talking on the phone, whatever the case may be. Okay, so that's the weekdays. On the weekend, my weekends are mine. My weekends are unadulteratedly mine. I don't even know if that's the right word. Like, unapologetically mine. And so that's when I can choose to work or I can choose to rest. I follow, is it my gut, or is it like my inner child's guidance and curiosity? I'll be like, I think I want to do this. Okay, girl, that's what we're doing. I think I want to go to Barnes & Noble and hang out. Okay, we're going to Barnes & Noble and hang out. Okay, I think I want to now buy a notebook and start a new journaling system. Okay, that's exactly what we're doing. Okay, I think I want to read outside. Okay, we're going to go read outside. I think I want to go for a walk. Okay, that's what we're doing. Like, that's me. And I don't know, maybe like an unpopular opinion is that rest is also part of your creative practice. So it might be like, I'm not working, I'm not creating new work, I'm not, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not creating a new body of work, or I haven't worked on the program outline that I keep talking about. But like, I rested. And then Saturday night, I get like a boost of energy and like, wow, I write the thing in like an hour. Or Sunday night, something comes to me. Or during the week, because I was so present during the weekend, my energy and my focus and my brain power is just like overflowing, and I'm able to do that thing in an hour. That's another thing with me too, with resting. I have to make a completely different episode about resting, girl, because why for so long, why did I force myself to power through, just keep pushing through, power through. Every time I find myself powering through, I literally sit there and do nothing. The overthinking and the executive dysfunction. I do nothing because my brain is tired, girl. She don't want to do nothing no more. I didn't even give myself the permission to like, okay, step away from the work, take a 5-minute walk, take a 5-minute break, go for a stretch, go for a walk, find some food. Did you even feed yourself today? I just like, girl, power through, because once you're done, you're done. Like, I don't have to power through, right? And so the thing with rest, it allows me to rejuvenate myself. Like, I don't have to like treat myself like a robot, just like constantly on the go. I can step away from the work, and then I can come back with a fresh sense and a fresh perspective. And I think that is why I am now really being intentional about resting, and I'm not beating myself up about that anymore, or apologizing for it anymore, or feeling guilty about it anymore. And so that's what feels good right now for me. So during the weekend, I rest, and then like I get a little boost of motivation, and I'm like, oh shoot, let's do this thing. Okay, I'm ready, let's go. So yeah, that's what that looks like. I have other ways that I do this, but right now, resting looks like resting is truly, I'm like actually thinking, resting is what's giving my practice life right now. Resting is what's keeping me sane. Resting is what gives me the space and time to pour into my craft and in my practice. I hope this made sense. And if it didn't, thanks for just letting me vent a little bit. Okay? So, I hope that you're also figuring out for yourself whatever that looks like for you at this time, whether it's like you want to create content, or you want to start that business, or you want to do a million things. You want to write, you want to become a New York Times bestselling author, but you got them kids, you got the house, you got the responsibilities. Like, did you give yourself 30 minutes in the past week? I'm just trying to commit to an hour a day. An hour a day feels good to me. It feels so much better than overthinking every day of the week, and by the end of the week I got nothing. But if I had an hour and I put something in a document, or I wrote something down, or whatever the case may be, I will be satisfied with that. I did something. That's the grace that my fellow artists in my not in my artist collective, but in the program and Assets for Artists, that's the grace that they have extended to me, and I am now extending it to you. So yeah, I hope you got something from this. because I know I did, even though I was just venting. Thanks for listening to me. Thanks for hearing me out. Y'all have a wonderful day and take it easy. And you're onto something. So stop overthinking. Show up fully. Try your best, because at the end of the day, that's all that matters. Okay? Catch y'all later. Bye. Okay, bye.
I fall in love with myself, and I want someone to share it with me.